Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, this is Train Fever, and I've got something to show you. Where are we? So, since we last spoke, the patch has come out. And what that means is something very fun indeed. So it comes with 3 mods pre-installed. Let's go find an obscure thing to show you. Here we go. Yeah, it comes with 3 mods pre-installed, which you can switch on and off. And what they allow you to do is that. Oh yes, main connection destroyed. Oh, how lovely it is. What a glorious day. Our lives have been improved immeasurably. Now, the thing is, I actually want these main connections. I don't want to remove them, but what this allows me to do is to decide which order I replace them in. So do I lay track first and then deal with roads afterwards, or deal with roads first and lay track afterwards? The choice is now mine. Thank you very much, developers. What else have I put in? There was another mod as well. What was the other one I put in? It's a good one. It wasn't infinite money, it was the other one. Anyway, whatever it was. Oh yeah, vehicles no longer expire. So I can continue to buy steam trains in the 21st century if I choose to. And, that's fun. I might have a legacy line running at some point. And I'm all for having choice with that regard. Okay, right, what have we got going on? Well, we're very close to completing our first circuit. Fundamentally, all we need to do is hook up, I think it's Alnwick, isn't it? Yep, here we go. Hook up Alnwick to Wallingford, which we did last time. And then hook Wallingford up to Maryport to complete the loop. So, Wallingford, here, Maryport, there, money, in the bank. Now, before I do that, it might be advisable to actually revise the Maryport station situation, because, as you can see, we've got, potential for train queuing building up all the time. So, I think we'll start there if the station's clear. The station is clear. Okay, right. So, I already tried this out, and it wasn't pretty. In fact, I tried doing the whole loop just so that I had a feel for what I had coming up, and it wasn't going to be easy. So you're gonna enjoy this. I'm relatively certain. Right. Okay. So first things first, we get rid of the old station, which is a shame because there were passengers waiting at it and they're not coming back. Now, when I try and build our new station, which we're going straight for 4 tracks, max length. Try and snap it into the place that the old station was at, and you'll see that we're in the right place because it will hook up to the existing track. No can do, because of all of these buildings that legendary people have built. This is something I should bear in mind and block in future, but now is not the time. As it turns out, it's not actually too big a deal, because what I actually want to do is completely redesign this entryway to the station anyway, so it's not important that that's available. Right, anyway, by moving back just a little, and I think I've done it enough, there we go. Yes, it's a little more expensive because of the groundwork that needs doing, but everything is expensive from here on in. So there we go, that's the first of our 2 stations completely built. The second station, as illustrated from the outset, is going to go right next to it, around there. I'm going to get them as close together as possible. So effectively, we've got an 8. In fact, you know what? I'm tempted to put that in now. I don't think I'm going to get as good an opportunity in the future. So effectively, we've got 2 stations here, but that's 8 tracks to come in. I possibly could have got them a little closer, but you know what? Having spent 800 grand on it, I'm cool with that. They are at least parallel. It's going to gripe about this not being connected to anything, but I'm okay with that. What we just have to make sure is that we don't have any rogue housing get built through here. So let's just whack in some kind of prevention measures. Because this lot, as previously discussed, is going to be expensive to remove. In fact, I'm going to put that in there as well. No expansion for you at all. No, I don't need you to curve. All I need you to do is just do me a nice little straight line. Come here. Over there. Like that. That's it. That'll stop them. Or at least slow them down, hopefully. Okay, right, so we've got all of that blocked in, which is splendid. Right. Yeah, so 8 platforms there to choose from. And I won't know exactly which ones to use in which situation for a little while. What I do know, however, is what I'm doing with the first 4. Let's take this out as far as I can. There we go. Right, okay, so the first 4. Now, this is, you know, here we go. We're bridge building. First things first, let's... this has got monstrously high risk written all over it. Up a little. So we want to snap the ends to here, otherwise it's going to just create, you know, drama when I try and do it later. Double track everything. Snap the lines together. I'm not going to be doing... There you go, see? Look, we've already got aforementioned drama happening. Oh, that's a pain, isn't it? Alright, well, maybe if I do an elevation change or 2... There we go. It's okay if I do that. Alright, fine. I'll take it. Come on, snap. There we are. Same with you, chaps. This is just so that building the absolutely mandatory bridges that we've got coming up next isn't going to be too hellish. I found it far, far easier to have regular track kind of waiting than trying to do it all in one maneuver. Right, okay, so we're going to want to come around a corner here, so I'll do that as much as possible, and then let's drop the elevation as much as possible. Where are you actually facing? You're facing in the right direction. Have we got any significant trauma? I wonder about those trees, but that will be fine. Okay, so the first one, the first track is going to go off onto this line here, which is leading up to Clay Cross. And the second track is actually going to peel off, but we are going to want to snap it to the existing one, because otherwise we get a conflict of collision of business as usual. There we go. We'll go as far as there, and then what I have found, both with tunnels and bridges, is if you go from end to end, you end up living a happier life with far less throwing your computer furniture around, just like that. Okay, cool. So this chap here is going to lead off down here, right? But we're going to want to do it in such a way that it doesn't bleed too much speed off in the process. Now, dropping to 100 should be okay, because chances are the train's going to be slowing down by that point anyway. So I'm fine with that. Now, the only thing that I haven't taken into consideration yet in this part of the build is exactly the point system that I'm going to be using here. Let's get that out of the way. And the point system for this station is going to be necessarily complicated. 120 be good. There we go. So yeah, so this is, I mean, it's running in parallel with the existing track, and that's not great. But I want to keep the speed up. No elevation unless we have to. Meanwhile, I ought to unpause and turn this fella around. Off you go. Go on, get out of my way. Obviously, this is going to manifest itself across just about every train running at the moment, and they're all going to say, "We haven't got a route anymore." What's that in aid of? But I need stuff running so that I can get these lined up. So we're only working off these 4 at the moment. I think we're only working off these 4 at the moment. Are we? No, we're not. Ooh, interesting. Okay, right. So those two are going to go out this way. In fact, I've sent that the wrong way, haven't I? Yeah, you see, when I kind of did the test build on here, what I didn't consider is the second station. I didn't actually build it. I didn't believe in myself enough. There we go. We'll take you around that way. Meanwhile, these two are going to come straight out and down. If we go up a little, there we go. Stone bridges are the way of the future, my friends. And it's colliding. Okay, where's your collision being caused? It's been caused with the other piece of track coming out of that station. Ah, yeah, I faced this yesterday. Up. There we go. Right, so it's now not colliding with the other one. Stone is the future. Let's go straight forward like that. Okay. Then we need to get it across the road. Why you would try and switch to this trestle bridge, I do not know. Right, let's go as far as there. Actually, that's lovely. That's more or less exactly what we want. A little bit more bulldozer action. Let's go as far as there and maybe connect with this bridge. Let's see how flat we can keep it by doing that. Let's have a look. That's pretty flat. That's not bad at all. Okay. Let's bang that on there. Excellent. All right, good. We've got a bit of a humpback bridge situation going on there, but we can put this down to a bit of subsidence. All right, excellent. And then, obviously, we want the other side to work in with this as well. And I'm not sure it's going to, but we'll find out immediately. Brilliant. Pillar collision. That's what I was facing yesterday. That's what it kept doing. Bridge pillar collisions. Not easy to resolve, but I did fix it. You know, and once you're in that situation, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Except for, deleting bits of track. And you know as well as I do that no one wants to delete bits of track. Alright, I'm going to try a little something different here. I'm also not afraid to wander off and finish this on my own while you're not watching. But hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully we shall sail through here. No, we're not using that horrible wooden stuff. Not that I've got anything against the wooden bridges. They are in keeping with the setting, but they don't half look a bit dated when you're further through the game. All right, let's see. Are we there? We're there. We've selected the right material. We've got rid of the hump out of the bridge. You, sir, are sold. Okay, grand. Right, so that means that this track out to Clay Thingamajig Cross can now be reconnected and start operating. See, I thought I already reconnected it. We will tunnel through here, I think. How does that look? That looks all right. It's not cheap, but it looks all right. We're building for the future now, so I don't want to be building track that I'm going to replace again. And I don't think it's particularly necessary to have a bridge here, is it? Yeah, okay, we can probably... I don't want to delete the tunnel. If it's all the same to you, I don't want to delete the tunnel. Wretch. How about if I did something like this? No, let's do it this way. Alright, just like that. Right, and then I went... Yeah, see? Ha 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 ha! Bent you to my will. It's because I came out of the tunnel too fast. Or too far, rather. Okay, now, is this doing the same as it was before? It is rather, isn't it? Okay, so what we'll try and do is we'll take it down. Yuck. No, I'm not interested in that. And now we've got terrain alignment collisions all over the flaming show. Beautiful. Let's go to that. Alright, and then hope it crosses the road. There we go, that's a bit neater. Onwards. We can possibly zoom out a little bit here. That looked good as far as there. All on the flat. That's excellent. And then we'll gently curve around. And yes, this is wasting quite a lot of track that already existed. I know, but we're trying to achieve something magnificent here. So needs must. And then obviously we'll double track that in a bit. But right now I'm just interested in connecting up all 4 of the kind of outward bound tracks that we've got at the moment, so that we can then work on... Why did you delete the track through the tunnel? You stupid thing! And yet there is track in the tunnel. Oh yeah, what's the betting it's not going to actually let me connect this back up again though? There we go, needs 576k. Alright, well, we can wait for that, that's alright. That's one thing I don't like, is if you dig a tunnel and then you delete the track out of it and then you go to relay through that tunnel, it makes you pay for the tunneling cost again, rather than going like, oh, you've already dug a ruddy great hole through here, we won't make you do that again. Never mind. And obviously, you know, with all this digging around that I'm doing, there's plenty of fixing up to be done on the landscape. The scars of former roads are very much in evidence. Oh, okay, I must have just had to pay bills. That's not ideal, is it? Where are we up to? So we clocked in at 10.2 million last year. In fact, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to hang around waiting for this to build back up again. I'm going to just take the money. 2 million ought to cover it. That's how I roll. Having paid off my debts, I'm going to take out new debts. Okay, just the final run to the station to do. We've got this lump in the track. Shall I fix that? It's what we call a rhetorical question. Obviously I'm going to fix it. Right, onwards. Right, okay, so it's been on the flat so far, and now it's going downhill a little. What does it look like if I stay on the flat? It looks okay. I think we'll leave it like that, and then tell me what you're doing inclination-wise. Yes. I don't want to don't want to decline too steeply. Okay, all right. At this stage, I'm okay with raised track because you know this is stuff that's going to be sticking around. Right. Okay, that one's now done. Where's the train? Because if I've done that right, he should be happy enough to get rolling now. No path, because you haven't renamed the station, you fool. That's possibly also explaining why I'm not making a lot of cash. Alright, group you with that one. Alright, splendid. Now, interesting. Can I group these two together? Or is that horribly unwise? No, I can't. Or can I? Maryport Grand Central. It is. It's all of them, including the bus stop. I don't think that's going to work. I think that's doing something outside the parameters of the game, but we'll find out. Alright, have we got trains moving again now? Right, he's on the way. He hasn't got any passengers, because people kind of go like, well, the station isn't there anymore. How could you possibly be taking me anyway? You have got no passengers either. Alright, well, anyway, that's 2 of the 4 connected. We've got 2 more to go before they lose all hope. I think it's well. This is the bit where we're desperately trying to fit track through, you know, almost the eye of the needle. That's not too bad, except of course we've got a terrain alignment collision. Is there anywhere you want to go here that doesn't terrain? Oh, it's because it's colliding the other side of the track. Be lucky. Slightly less severe a curve would be nice. That'll do. This is all about being relatively gentle as well. Okay, bridge pillar collision. Now we need to fix that. Now, as mentioned before, I can get rid of the road now if I choose to, and then work the track in properly before replacing the road. But I'm not going to do that. I think we're going to have to drop to 95 there, aren't we? Plus, you've got a steep incline. So theoretically, that shouldn't be a problem. Trains, chances are, won't get up to max speed by the time they hit the downhill, and when they're going uphill, they're obviously going to bleed off a little bit of speed anyway. So it shouldn't matter. Let's take you as far as there, and then hop across the road. Why have you created an ugly mound in my road? That's not what we want. Oh well, I'll fix that retrospectively. And then let's just connect you up in a relatively direct fashion to here. Now that line actually needs replacing. I mean, generally needs replacing because it's a bit bumpy. But, you know, it's only 1888, you know, there's no pressure on us to have built a high-speed line or anything like that. We're not chucking a javelin down it. So that can wait till later. Right, here we go. Right, I'd like you to... No, you see, I want you to do it smoothly. I want it to look like it was always like how I'm now laying it out. And putting an S in it, even a gentle S like that, is oh, you know what, I'm okay with it. There you go, fine, good. Hopefully the train running down there will now get back to work. Of course, all this is for nothing if this track doesn't comply. Fortunately, the track did comply, which is fortunate not only for the track, but also for myself. Let's take it as far as there. Alright, good. Why have we got a hump in the track here? You haven't. That's just hitting a new level. Alright. There's still some work to do on that one, clearly. Right, last one. And then everybody can be back in business again. This one, another... although, actually, if I can... Is there room to snap here? No, there isn't really, is there? Okay, let's take it up and then see if that gives us some manoeuvring space. Now, is there anywhere that isn't going to collide? There isn't going to collide. We'll take it. Meanwhile, we've got someone coming in. Here we go. First train coming in. Marvellous. Actually, second train coming in as well. Now, I'd spoken about this before, where, you know, we were starting to run out of capacity to have all trains in at the same time. Now, this might feel like overkill at the moment, but it won't eventually. Eventually, you will see the twisted genius behind what we're working on here, but not today. Okay, this one's still a little on the high side, and it's going out over there. So if we can get a bit of declination going, I don't want to go that low. There we go. And then get you down to ground level. Splendid. Right, now onwards. We don't want a why would we want a tunnel? Well, we want a tunnel because you're going through a hill. Look at it. Alright, okay, well, we'll do that. But where are you coming out? That's the bigger question. Because this is going to be quite expensive if you're going to tunnel your way there. Oh yeah? What do we got? The San Diego Electric Trolley. Sounds like a tram. I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Okay, right. Well, historically this part would stump me. Historically. Not anymore, however. Goodbye, main connecting road. Sorry you couldn't be part of this. You'll just have to be refitted into things in a little while. Oh no, this won't let me do that either. Oh, well, unfortunately for you, that just happened. I love it. A bit more bulldozer, please. Again, this piece of track's going to need to be redeveloped, but that can wait until later. What I want to do after the the station here has been redeveloped is I want to get my first loop finished, and you know, as luck would have it, I'm making enough money that's a possibility. Grand, sold, thank you. And then, just to finish this one off, we'll get our second track going as well. And hopefully it doesn't give me any grief. Yeah, bridge pillar collision. Damn. Really? Are you certain you want to collide your bridge pillars? Because this worked rather well, and it didn't go for it first time. It made me fight it a little bit. You sure I can't persuade you to just, you know, cooperate? Let's try going the other way, see if that makes you any happier. Probably won't, actually. It's being about as reasonable as it can be. And let's look at it. I mean, we've got 6 running without any complaint. Yeah, but I want 8 running. You know, is that too much to ask? It could be. It could be too much to ask. All right, we have to get rid of this then, don't we? I don't want to. All right, let's also flatten this out while we're here. I'm convinced it will make life easier for bridge pillaring. Okay, right, come on. Let's get it done. Make good decisions. And that's a little on the kinky side there, but if we connect it up, it's going to be exactly the same as we did it last time. So let's go just a little bit further out. And this isn't going to work just yet because we haven't got anything up the far end for it to connect to. I don't think this is going to make any difference. I don't think it's going to make any difference at all. Hold everything. I think we've got it. We've got it. Take it. Run. Run. Take it to the bank. Okay, magnificent. Okay, that's everything hooked back up again. Oh, couldn't be happier. Well, probably could be happier. You know, a lottery win would be nice. But in train fever terms, we'll take... That's a solid W, that is. That's a win. What do you mean you can't connect to there? You must be able to. Where are you having alignment of the terrain issues? It's a road. And not a particularly aggressive road at that. What if I go out here? I'm miles away. Why are you still having, you know, kittens? What about small road? No, mate. No, I'll bridge here, you see. And equally, why is it insisting on raising the height of this piece of terrain? There's really no call for it. Just lower the piece of terrain that's going into it. Alright. so be it. I will. I'll lower the piece of terrain that's going into it. There we go. See how it likes that. Look, this is a whole separate piece. What's your problem? Yeah, I can connect it over there, but that's so far away it might as well be in another town. Ridiculous thing. Okay, good. Well, that's something. We'll put some kinky, bendy, you know, behaviour in here. Then medium street it, just because, you know, that's the future. Oh, look, will it completely ruin your day to do a straight line for me? Not enough space. There certainly is enough space. Well, I'm not asking you to land a man on the moon. Try that and that. Game, could you be any more frustrating? There you go, do that, and then not enough space. What's all this? This is enough space? Fine, look, we'll do this, right? And then we'll make it a crossroads of some description. Thank you. Right, and then connect that to that. And then it can figure it out from there. Okay, that's both sides of that station connected. And I think that will possibly wrap it up. So, let's have a look and see what we've got waiting. Nothing waiting at Maryport Exchange. Plenty waiting at actual Maryport. I don't think this is working. Let's have a look and see what our trains are up to. Okay, alright. Well, fine. We'll see what happens when it goes the other way, but I don't think it's going to get passengers yet. We'll have to have a look. Meanwhile, Loftus is the other track. Where are we? The train is in motion. Okay. Going to Maryport Grand Central. And what we really need is we need something waiting on this side of the station. So what we need is to be able to actually get stuff over this side of the station, isn't it? Alright, in that case, let's let's bulldoze these two bits of track here and build the road out. There we go. There is enough space. Honestly. And then we'll stick a bus stop here as well. And then we'll do something cunning with that. We'll group that with Grand Central as well, because let's face it, you know, distance between stations is too large. Interesting. All right, let's ungroup it. Let's group these two together. Right, so this is whatever this is called, Maryport. International. No, we'll call this the Grand Central because it's working Grand Central. And then this one is Maryport International. Right, and then we'll group you with Maryport International. Okay, excellent. And then what I'll do is I will run a new line round here to make you work. And that line will run from here around this one, and then around this one. What's the betting I've done this the wrong way around? Yeah, you've done it the wrong way around. Wow, talk about your all-time crazy routes. Okay, right. No, let's go again. because no one's going to use this side of the station at the moment unless I get some passengers over. So I'm going to make it a change from the other side. All right, Grand Central. Everybody drives on the right. Okay, so we come down this side here, and because there's a bus stop here, we'll stop here, like that. And then we want to come around this side. Oh yeah. And then around the end here, because it wouldn't let us go any closer than that, because it's stupid. And then this bus stop, which is in the wrong place, we'll put a bus stop on the right side of the road. Here we go. In fact, you know what else? We'll put some more in. We might as well make a full route after this. Put one there, and one here, and one there, and one on the corner here, and one there. Excellent. Right, okay, so, cool. Meanwhile, back to adding stations. We add this one, and then this one, and then this one, which we need to add to the grouping. There we go. A second inner town route there. And then back to Grand Central. Okay, cool. So this is Maryport 2. Alright, smashing. Where is the bus depot? Thank you. By road depot, we'll have 2, please. I know, it seems like overkill, but it only seems like it. Maryport 2. And the hope is, of course, that people from here will queue to come over this side as well, and we'll pick up a few small numbers of passengers in between. But it is kind of important that it works. Why can't I group these? Anyone tell me? Oh, because you've got the menu open. All right. You sure about that? No. Group with that. No. What have I done wrong? It'll come to me. I'll figure it out in a second. Well, these aren't showing up as stops. Church Road. Why aren't they showing up as stops, I wonder? Because it's already grouped them. That's why. That's why they're not grouping up. They're already grouped with the International here, which is not called the International. Maryport International. Maryport International. Okay, so all that remains to do to get these working is to actually find those 2 routes that are still broken, because they're going to try and go to Grand Central and they'll be unable to do so. So this is Mary Loft. There you go. It's got Maryport International on there. That's good. Is it Mary Nest, the other one? Yes, it is. Then Mary Holes is going to Grand Central. Fantastic. Okay, that will wrap it up. A slightly elongated episode for a slightly elongated project. These things are necessary. Let's pay back what we borrowed so that I don't forget about it. And great stuff. So we can now easily handle 4 trains coming in, if not more than that, although obviously not all the track is yet hooked up. What are we going to do next? Next is the fun one. Next we are going to come out from Wallingford, connect back onto this lane here, this track here. I know, it's going to be entertaining. And then we'll double track quite a bit of it. We might not do all that in one episode. We might go single track in one episode and then do the double in another. But the upshot will be that we'll be starting to throw an awful lot of trains down that track. So do tune in for that. It's sure to be a humdinger. My name has been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching today. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll leave you with this tentacular monstrosity. Yeah, that's going to be quite exciting to watch. 86 trains coming down there at once. Thank you very much. Catch you next time. Cheerio.